and welcome to Music Hop Anger Month. Um, Let me ask the question. Um, I suppose, has anybody felt angry recently?
Oh yeah, I got kids,
Oh,
teenage kids.
oh boy. So is that your anger that you felt, or their anger that you felt?
Sorry, what was that? I just knocked over a potted plant closing a window.
Oh, was it your anger that you felt, or was it their anger?
Well, definitely mine.
Oh,
Actually lived I'd say, relatively anger-free life until my kids taught me that, like, oh no, I can be very angry.
oh wow. How about anybody else? Any anger feelings recently?
For me, it's often work related, and
Mm,
specifically, I think two scenarios. When I get assigned something that I don't know how to do, um, or if I ask for help and somebody throws up like a smoke screen.
mm,
Those make me really angry.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah, my work one is yes men.
Oh,
Like my bosses who end up having us do a bunch of stupid stuff because their boss said to do something stupid and they just went, yes sir, right away sir, without actually, you know, pushing back on the things they knew were stupid.
mm,
mm, yeah, that like kind of sycophancy that's in the management chain of the food chain.
Yeah.
mm. What about you, Sim? Any anger feelings?
Um, is this specific to today or like the overall week?
Just yeah, recently.
Um, I'd say I'm actually trying to like not be angry and like
Mm,
practice like compassion and forgiveness lately. So I would say
mm.
I'm not like angry at the moment or this week.
Okay.
The only thing I would be angry at would just probably be the job market and
Yeah.
policies at my university.
Mm. Yeah.
And maybe the government. But yeah, that's where my anger is directed at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel that. So, what does this? I haven't answered mine, but I haven't felt anger recently. I don't think. Um, but what does anger feel like in the body? Who would like to have a go at describing it?
I didn't hear the initial prompt. What are we
Uh,
describing?
what does anger feel like in the body? What are the
For me,
physical?
it's, yeah. And like I said before, with most of my life, I've kind of been pretty easy at kind of pushing anger away. And I would always kind of recognize that, like a, like an intake of breath, like a little bit harder to breathe, like a
Mhm.
shortness of breath almost.
Mhm.
That was kind of one of my first signs when I'd kind of lose my ability to a degree to form a coherent thought for a moment.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's like your breath is bracing to expel air rapidly.
Yeah, I think honestly, most of my life I kind of stopped more at like annoyance or frustration and rarely reached anger. Like I was more noticing that and kind of trying to head it off at the pass, as it were.
That last part that you mentioned is really big for me, like the difficulty in like thinking straight. Um,
Mhm.
it also feels like this overwhelming compulsion, like motivation for like action, like a urgency to take some sort of action.
Yeah, it's like something needs to change and nobody else is doing it, kind of thing.
Yeah, and like immediately, like right now, not like in eventually, like in this exact moment, like something needs to
Right.
change.
I think that's kind of part of why I like pushed away from anger a lot, is because those kind of gut reaction, kind of maybe like yelling at somebody or uh, not so much maybe threatening, but kind of, telling people what the implications of what they're doing, or kind of, I can't think of the word, like catastrophizing, maybe.
Mm. Mhm.
Just kind of doing that kind of outburst on people, like, oh, don't do that, you'll do X, or that kind of thing tended to escalate. People get more defensive. So I tried to feel it coming and kind of backpedal away from it, and always kind of hold on to that more measured thinking
Mm.
that I consider a big part of myself, and like losing control of that.
Gosh, there's a huge parallel there for me too. In my 30s, I I grew up in a household that had like regular like explosive anger. uh,
Wow.
and I sort of inherited it. Like I dealt with anger in the same way, and then in my 30s, I really tried to start like recognizing it internally as it was starting, and it happened in the stage where like I could recognize it coming, but still couldn't control the urge,
Mm.
and then eventually started like extending that period of time of feeling to action, and I sort of I figured out how to like interrupt it.
Mm.
And then kind of going back to the beginning is kind of where a lot of my current familiarity with anger kind of has looped back around, where I kind of felt like that a while ago before, maybe 10, 12 years ago, as my kids started getting old enough to really piss me off. But no one can really make me angry like them.
Mm.
Like, it's just something about like, I hold them to a higher standard. I expect them to know better,
Because you
when
raised them.
when yeah. And it's more
Have-
like I get mad, frustrated with myself too, because,
Mm.
and see, there's me trying to kind of self downplay it, but I do get mad at myself when I have the kind of, you know, they, fail to do a chore, and I go behind them and make it a bunch worse to make them go do it again, and kind
Mm.
of feel bad afterwards. But it's like, that's how my mama did me. So
Mm.
definitely similar to what Scott was saying and I think I'm not nearly as extreme as my mom was. So
Mm.
that's something.
Yeah. Sam, I'm curious. Uh, what does anger feel like for you?
For me, I'd say anger feels like a headache.
Mm.
So when I'm usually really angry, I kind of nerves in my head get really
Mm-hmm.
painful, and maybe sometimes like the back of my neck as well. And yeah, in extreme cases, I can also get like a bloody nose.
Oh,
But that's only if I'm like really, really angry.
wow.
Yeah.
Huh. That's intense. I could definitely relate to the headache and the back of the neck. That definitely landed for me. I'm not sure I've ever had a nosebleed from it before.
Yeah, it's no, I've only probably had it like twice in my whole life so far.
Right.
So those are probably just like extremes or like a
Okay.
fight or something. But yeah, I also feel like pain in my jaw as well. Like my jaw will stiffen up and clench.
Mm. It's
Yeah, I
like
And
definitely
your
do jaw clenching.
mm,
yeah,
the muscles are all tightening and
That's kind of more
constricting.
a general stress thing for me. If
Mm.
anything's really got me in my head, I'll find my jaw starts aching.
yeah. And it was pretty bad for me at one point. So I had to get like injections to kind of numb that part
Wow.
so the muscle don't anymore. And that did help, but they've worn off now. So I start feeling pain there again.
Hmm. And when you say you start feeling pain there again, is that just when you're feeling intense emotions, or is it just general?
Um, it can be a mix. Sometimes it happens like too.
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I said sometimes that can happen on its.
Oh, uh,
Wait, I
hello?
think it's my. Wait, let me edit my.
Yeah, it might be
So
the.
I think it didn't sound bad to me.
Oh, could it be on my end then?
Might have been.
Uh, in that case, I'm gonna rejoin if I can. Back in a sec.
Is my mic working?
Yeah, you sounded fine to me. I think it might have been on Mary's end.
Yep, you sound fine now.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I know my like stream settings like to randomly revert themselves back to like full resolution, full FPS. That kind of killed the connection after a while when streaming.
Hmm. Yeah, not sure what that was about, but for me, I have been. I don't know if I would consider it anger or rage, but there was this one instance where um, I would get dizzy and I'd have to lie down afterwards, or like it kind of forced me to lie down and relax. Um, yeah, that's
You know, it's serious when you got to have a lie down.
right. Yeah, I feel like one thing that hasn't been mentioned, which is maybe it's universal, maybe not, is the temperature goes up. Like I start feeling hotter.
Yeah, no, I start sweating.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that make me start sweating these days, though.
Mm,
Feels like I can't do much without breaking a sweat.
mm. It is the actual temperature here is very hot right now. It's probably wait, let me do a conversion real quick. Probably 85 in this room right now.
Switched mine to Celsius. It's 27.
Yeah. So my room's probably warmer. Also very like humid as well. I'm sweating.
Yeah, and with me working nights, the bright sunlight just makes me sleepy. Sleepy and sweaty is not good.
No, and it's I don't like sleeping well. I feel clammy.
Yeah, that's a hard temperature to sleep in.
Luckily, my room in this house is kind of like on a ground floor, not quite basement, but same level as the garage. It stays pretty cool. And when the boys' rooms are toasty.
So, let's get to the music. Do you, do any of you have any songs in mind for anger today?
I was trying to think of some, and I've really only got two. And
Okay.
one's like an oldie, and one's kind of a meme thing.
Oh, interesting. All right.
And not so much an oldie for this crowd, don't get me wrong. More of from like our youth. But Sum 41, One Step Closer. It's like one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
Oh.
That was like my teenage angry song that I would play when I was like raging at my parents because they wouldn't let me go to my friend's house or whatever. Stupid thing.
So,
Let me see. Do we want to do a link in the
it's called One Step
side chat
Closer.
Yeah.
Copy link address. Actually, before I do that, that's a Google link. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let me just click that real quick. Okay. All right, I'll post that link in here, and then you guys are gonna need a link to.
Wait, did I? Yeah, it's Lincoln Park. It's not even Sum 41. That's how well I remember it.
So if I post a link to the graph, you'd all like to join. Carl, have you seen the emoji graph before?
I remember you showing it when you were like first developing this.
Oh.
But I remember even then you said it was kind of like still a work in progress. So.
Yeah, it still is technically, but it's a bit more. It's a bit more fleshed
Making
out since then.
lines. I don't want to make lines. Please stop.
Oh.
Trying to close my right click things and I kept making lines.
It's all right.
Made me do that. There we go.
So, Scott and Sim, are you also joining? Link is in chat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to click it.
It's by the catnip.
All right.
It's by the catnip. Oops, sorry, I thought I hit mute.
Okay, so make sure you have stream volume on, because when I do the music hop, only I will have the music playing.
Yeah.
What stream volume? Is that
so
the stage.
The stage. Make sure that's not.
And then like Yeah, not muted and stream volume up.
Unmute music, is that?
I'll play it a
Right
little
now,
bit.
there's nothing playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
Oh, I hear
that's
it.
good. Good
Yeah.
volume.
Yeah.
I need to
We all
put
heard
mine
it?
down a tad, probably.
Yeah, I might need to as well. In fact, let me do that
Yeah, if
here.
you're putting
That'll
yours
help.
down, then maybe mine doesn't need to go down.
Okay.
Another one in similar vein to this is Papa Roach. I can't think of the title of it either, but I had like written the lyrics in my school agenda, and it's the reason I had to go to a psychiatrist in 10th grade.
Wait, what?
I don't know the name of the song, but Papa Roach's like most known song, I swear. It's like, cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Oh, wow.
Suffocation, no breathing. And I had written that in like my school planner book thing that like they gave us. And the teacher saw it, and I ended up having to go to a psychiatrist. It was a couple other
Wow.
things lumped together that they recommended it, but
Huh.
I was fine, you know.
You can't just drop that while we're like about to listen to this.
Leading into another song.
Like, wow.
This
Okay.
angsty teen Carl.
All right. I'm gonna restart this. So maybe the easiest way is to do that, I think. Yeah. Okay.
I cannot take this anymore. Saying everything I've said before. All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance. Less I hear, the less you say. You'll find that out anyway. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge, I'm about to break. I find the answers aren't so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found bliss in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away. Over and over again. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge, I'm about to break. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge, I'm about to break. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
Wow. Quite.
Exactly sure how it was like kind of at one for a set for a segment of it there. I was like kind of just like doing a little music video of like emojis clicking around. Like,
Yeah. These two, by any chance? I saw some movement up there.
yeah, I was going back and forth between those at one point.
Mhm. Well, what I liked about that I noticed was the language. A lot of the lyrics were about needing space and being irritated. So it's interesting to see how if you were to like take uh, the the vibe of the song out and just like read the lyrics written out, that would feel like irritation. But the response, um, how it was toned, was very much on the anger side. So it's interesting to see those two woven together there.
Yeah, and having not been present for the irritation one, I think maybe that would fit a little better in that, but as I said before, I think most of my time I spent kind of avoiding anger when I felt it, the irritation coming.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they both fit. Fits
Yeah,
both
for sure.
anger and irritation.
Yeah, I think there's some emotions that overlap, and I have difficulty like understanding how to identify them, like rage, anger, disappointment, and annoyance. Like they sort of all have like a Venn diagram with each other.
Interesting to me, you put disappointment in there.
Yeah, I think disappointment is like maybe a precursor to anger, or there's a relationship there for me.
Like mismatched expectations.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think break is a very angry word. Not like take a break, but like break something. And I notice in the song they use that a lot.
Yeah, and I think the kind of maybe that's like letting it land more in that anger space, and the kind of break is the point at which it becomes like rage.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
curious
of
to
rage
me.
as a loss of control.
Yeah, like a breaking point that usually leads to something getting broken.
Yeah, that moment in the song where he kept saying "shut up" feels like a rage moment.
Yeah, there's like a anger that builds, and then I think it goes over into the rage category.
Mm.
But maybe that relationship between anger and rage is like different for everybody.
Yeah. What about you, Sim? How did this song feel for you?
I thought it felt really like ragey, like there was a lot of anger, and it seemed like the singer was directing it towards someone.
Mm.
And yeah, it felt like um I don't know if this is considered like a heavy metal song, but that's what it sounded like to me.
Mm.
And yeah, there was like a lot of screaming and stuff. Like it just seemed like the song was a way to kind of make the singer like to have the singer kind of vent out their anger, but in an
Yes.
artistic way.
Yeah. Venting. Almost cathartic. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I've often used music like that when I feel anger to kind of listen to some kind of high energy music like that with some angry language, and it kind of helps me like feel it, but also like let it go, like recognize it, but not, lean into whatever was causing it, but kind of let it out through another. I mean, I guess that's the meaning of catharsis.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
wonder if
there's a lot of bands like that for me, like from the '90s, like Nine Inch Nails, Helmet, Corn, like those bands. Just they do feel cathartic. It's like we're gonna be angry for you, so you can get it out.
yeah. Another word might be to dissolve the feeling inside yourself using the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it, in a way too, it like organizes the emotion because music is also like really mathematical, and
Right.
it gives like a structure and
Mm.
and tells
Something
a
for it to
story.
map onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that word map. All right. Anyone like to go next?
I have one, but I don't necessarily like need to go next. Happy to hear others too.
Okay. Simp, do you have any in mind?
I'm not at the.
Okay, and I'm trying to find the other more memey one that I was talking about because I had like a weird title, so I'm just scrolling through my history. Oh, and I did just land on it though. I have it.
Nice. Well, why don't you go ahead, Scott? And
Okay.
once everyone's been, we'll circle back to Cull's second choice.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, this song's like a little bit long, but I think it's a great song to just have heard at one time. It's not like Shine On You Crazy Diamond long, but it's I think 6 minutes.
Okay. Is it important to hear the whole song, or is there a portion?
No, I'll withdraw it. I'll come up with a different one.
No,
While we're
I don't mean
talking,
for withdrawing. I mean like, do we? Did you want to do like a specific portion of it, or the whole song?
I'm not really sure like which part of the song would
it's 6 minutes.
like
It's not
assess
that long.
Yeah, it's fine. Just curious. Okay, you all ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Dublin in a rainstorm, sitting in the long grass in summer, keeping warm. I remember it, every restless night. We were so young then, we thought that everything we could possibly do was right. And we moved Does she need you like I do? Do you love her? Is she good for you? Does she hold you like I do? Do you want me? Should I leave? I know you're always telling me that you love me, but just sometimes I wonder if I shouldn't leave. Oh, I love you. God, I love you. I kill a dragon for you. I'll die. But I will rise, and I will return. The phoenix from the flame. I have learned I will rise, and you'll see me return. Being what I am. There is no other choice for me to burn. And you should have left the light on. You should have left the light on. Then I wouldn't have tried. You'd never have known. And I wouldn't have pulled you tighter. You, I wouldn't have pulled you close. I wouldn't have screamed, no, I can't let you go if the door wasn't closed. No, I wouldn't have pulled you to me. No, I wouldn't have kissed your face. You wouldn't have begged me to hold you if we hadn't been there in the first place. Oh, but I know you wanted me to be there. Oh, every look that you threw told me so. But you should have let the light up. You should have let the light up. When the flame burned away, but you still spit and fire. Made no difference what you say. You're still a liar. You're still a liar. You're still a liar.
Wow.
Weirdly, like not normally my style of stuff, but tonally it kind of like reminded me of the Beyonce. Like if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Kind of like an indignant anger.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah,
But
like a scorned
or well,
anger. Yeah.
I have more to say, but I want to wait until anyone else has said their things because I like read a YouTube comment that kind of colored my perceptions.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
yeah. I like I feel there's multiple emotions, but I feel the anger's there, and I just really like that it's expressed in sort of a a way that you don't normally see.
Mm.
There's a
Mhm.
lot of because of the amazing things she can do with her voice. She like emotes anger in a unique
Mm.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can really feel the changes in temperature. It's like turbulence, but it's like kind of explosiveness.
Yeah, I think it's a strength in the length of the song because it's like that journey of like when a thought comes to you and it can initially be like warmly nostalgic and then it takes you down to that path to the things that really hurt
Mm.
and it transitions to like an angry feeling.
Like a memory that lights the fire up. Sim, how?
So did Sim have any thoughts before I
Yeah.
say anything about what I heard after reading YouTube comments?
I think it's. I guess this was.
This time I do hear you breaking up. It's not just
Oh,
Mary.
okay. I think it might just be my fan. Okay, I think this is
Okay.
better.
Yeah, that seems it.
Okay, yeah. So I noticed that this is a lot different from the previous song. This was a
Mm.
lot more flowy, less like hardcore rage.
Mm.
And I really liked how you could feel like the anger. You did a really good job at that with like the different rhythms, and yeah, it was
Mm.
All right, we got most of that. You cut out just a little bit.
Yeah, I
Just
like
that, it's like a building and the rhythms.
how there's a kind of vividness to how she kind of dipped into guilt shame for a moment and then changed her mind. um I feel like this song touched on the full dot model a little bit, but then kind of settled on anger as being the main uh, truth of it, I guess.
Yeah, I think anger and loss are two really difficult emotions to process like through because they're so uncomfortable when they arrive. It's like you want to do whatever you can to just like make the emotion go away.
Mm.
And I think this song is an example of how like anger steals our memories. Um, because often in things that make us angry, there's like good parts that we can pick from the experience too, but like the anger sort of washes out the good and that every connection you have to that experience like just leads to that unprocessed anger.
Mm. Go on then, Carl.
Well, when Scott was worried about the length of the song, I had seen the title for a brief moment before it disappeared, so I went to look it up and like embedded kind of comment from clicking on it in the YouTube pop-up thing. I saw the should have left the light on refers to her cruel mother, and I didn't read the full comment till after the thing, but it's, talking about it would lock her out of the house, make her sleep in a shed. But
Oh
just seeing
wow.
that comment about it being about her mother kind of really, because my mom doesn't speak to her mom, and like just at this birthday party we had today was talking shit, and I'm trying to be like, yeah, I don't really care,
Hmm.
don't care about your drama, but there's definitely a kind of, it's like seething is a word that comes to mind, that like anger that's just kind of, you got to live with it, rather than something that's like explosive and like an event. It's just something that's like a part of your relationship with someone.
All right, not something that has anywhere to go as such.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of a beat after I finished speaking there. I was like, or your lack of relationship, in like my mom and her mom's case. They haven't spoken in like 15 years now.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like pretty much all of my kids' life, they've interacted with my grandma and my mom, but like completely separate worlds. The only time they've been in the same place in their lifetime, I think, was during my wedding. And I was like, yeah, everyone's coming to my wedding and everyone's going to be cool.
Gosh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of scenarios where it was a lot of drama, like whether a parent should or shouldn't be invited. Funerals as well. Live your life in a way that like your son or daughter isn't questioning whether you should come to the
Yeah,
wedding.
really. I can still pretty clearly remember my wife coming to me. It's like, so your mom and your grandma? I'm like, yeah, they're coming. She's like, have you talked to them? I'm like, I really don't think I need to, but I'll make it clear. Like,
Mm-mm.
I'm really glad you brought that comment to light too, because in the times that I've heard this song, I always thought she was talking about a lover, but is it actually her mom?
I
Wow.
mean, it is just a random YouTube comment, so I don't know how
Yeah.
much. I'm curious though. Wonder if it'll be something that like there'll be a specific wiki page about the song or something.
Hmm.
She's such a powerful singer.
Yeah, a cool thing about a trivia about this song is there was a band looking for a singer, and somebody said like you have to audition this girl that I know, and she was a teenager, and they were like, a teenager's not going to be able to sing lead for us. And that teenager came in and sang Sinead O'Connor's Troy, and they ended up forming the Cranberries.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, the last line of critical reception says in a documentary she explained the song is about a traumatic experience during her childhood involving her mother.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, listening to it, I definitely got that kind of sounded like she was pissed off at ex lover.
Hmm.
Even having read the mother comment already, like I still kind of got that feeling.
Yeah.
Sim has found a video for us. Music.
Oh, cool. Looking forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch The Handmaid's Tale just because people say it's so good. I want to like watch it with my wife, and there's so much things we need to watch.
Sim, did you have any final thoughts before we move on to yours?
No, I heard most.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Oh, was there a
off.
pause in the song?
No, that's
Or
it.
was that it? I mean, that kind of, honestly, that's a,
Wow.
that kind of rug pull is a very, very real
Huh.
way I experience anger too. It was definitely, I was gonna say, like, I was already loading the chamber to, as a observation to say, like, that was very, the kind of thump of it and the building kind of very much fit what I was saying earlier of the, like, starting to kind of feel the shortness of breath and kind of incoming break.
Yeah, it definitely felt like it was leading up to something, and then, oh, I don't know if I've heard a song before that uses the after the ending to express something. Like there's just a void afterwards, which is really apparent in this one.
Sometimes with soundtrack stuff like that too, it might be meant to lead into another thing. I don't know.
It's true.
Having not seen the show, maybe like it just standalone, that kind of makes me feel like it'd be something like, you know, some big mic drop moment in the show. Like, oh, somebody got.
That's a good point. Sim, what brought this song to mind?
So, just to make sure, is my mic cutting out?
It is cutting out a little bit for me, but that might just be me.
I was hearing it too.
You could try adjusting your activation threshold.
Yeah, I just turned off my auto sensitivity, so I don't know if this is better.
Yeah.
That was better.
Yeah.
That last sentence or so.
Auto sensitivity always messes with me too.
Okay. But yeah, I felt like picking this song because I feel like, so this is a show that I watched recently, and it's probably like one of the more powerful shows that I watched that invoked all kinds of like feelings of anger and like sadness. So this song in particular just is one of my favorites from the soundtrack. So yeah, it does have that really big like build up and then it just like goes silent. So, and I feel like that's purposely made like that, and it's because it's kind of trying to represent like a lot of the things that happen to the characters in the show. It's like you get to this point where you feel like you can escape and then it just like gets taken away from you. And that particular character, Off Glen, the one that the song is based off of, has a pretty interesting story as well. which I can dive into briefly without giving too many spoilers, but um her character basically is labeled as a gender traitor because she doesn't adhere to like regular like gender norms, and because of that they usually kill any women that are gender traitors, or they like,
Wow.
yeah, so if you're not fertile
Yeah, that show's crazy.
they will
I've
let
heard
you
a lot.
live, but if you're not fertile they would just like hang you. So they ended up like hanging her partner, and then as a punishment they uh sliced off an organ from her body so that she can't, I guess, be a gender traitor anymore. So yeah, I think that song plays when she wakes up in the hospital bed and finds out that like one of her organs are like missing.
Wow, that is intense.
Yeah, half of what I've heard about that show has made me hesitant to watch it.
Oof. Jesus.
Definitely one of those that is sadly prophetic in a lot of weird ways I've heard.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty scary how close it is to like what the US could end up, because the show isn't like in the 1900s or something, it's like a modern day show.
Yeah, that notion makes me want to shake. Scott, how did this feel
Yeah,
for you?
it's a show I've been meaning to invest in. I'm also so scared of the parallel to like just what we're facing in modern life. So I almost think there's been a bit of an unconscious avoidance. Um, but yeah, I can imagine this gore as a lament to the anger of the moment in the show.
Mm. Yeah. All right.
My more memey one. It is
Yeah, I guess
and this
so.
is like a direct, like I was like actually pissed off at my whole family recently, and I was listening to this song on a loop.
Oof.
It's like a distraction. It was like matching the energy I felt, but and I'll get into maybe some of the specific like language and how I was relating to it, but you'll see just from the thumbnail.
Oh. Okay. All right. Um. Oh, hang on. Let me.
Definitely louder than the last one.
Mm.
That stream volume back down.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed to get it all out. What's in my head? And I feel a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on?
Okay.
Well, yeah. How we
That
feeling about that one?
that felt to me like a perfect representation of an anger headache.
I
How
don't know.
did?
A lot of the lyrics, honestly, are just like very descriptive of the anger I feel with my family. Like, lying in bed, I wake up and look around, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, feels like pretty much nothing. Nobody does anything unless I tell them to do it.
Hmm.
So every day I'm praying for a revolution.
Mm-mm.
I'm curious what God or Sim thinks of that.
Yeah. Did that feel like it's a little overwhelming?
It's one of those songs that I think has like a love it or hate it type of a following, and I'm in like the hate it category. Not the meme song, but like the original that it's based on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And I always liked the sort of parody of the He-Man version of it. So the picture of the He-Man like just brought back fun memories of like when the internet was still like an innocent creative space. And but yeah, I feel it's not a song about anger, but it's a song that like brings anger. Like I think represents the way anger feels like in a different way other than like the lyrics or the meaning.
How did it feel for you, Sam?
I think
Can you?
Drag is in the audience too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Um, I wanted to stick to the circle today. Sorry, Drag, if you wanted to add your input, you still can in the chat message, but yeah.
I think Drag might still be in Florida and on mobile too, so I had kind of poked him a couple days ago and said you should pop in and check it out. He told me he'd probably still be busy, but might try to come by.
Mm.
Were you gonna say something there, Sim?
Yeah, I was gonna say that it felt more like hyperness, like you're
Mm.
awake at like 3 a.m. and you can't sleep, and that song just is like in the back of your head. It kind of felt like something like that.
Yeah.
It also kind of felt like anger, but positive anger, like not like sad anger, but it felt like anger that you'd want to like maybe take a run while listening to, or
Mm.
it felt like joyful anger or
Yeah.
like hype anger, like it
Euphoric.
felt like hype. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely felt that.
To focus on songs that have kind of an upbeat
Mm.
attitude about them, anyways. Like I have been scrolling through my YouTube likes from. I mean, a lot of the stuff at the point I'm scrolling is over 10 years old videos, so it's definitely old ass likes I've gotten down to, and not many of them are songs, let alone anything close to angry songs.
I see drag typing.
Been typing for a while.
Yeah.
Either Discord's just being weird with him being indecisive, or he's given us a very well thought out response to that song, which I'm looking forward to.
I'm wondering if it's because he's on mobile, so he's like,
Tap, tap,
yeah.
tap.
The song kind of feels like ADHD anger.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that hits the nail.
Yeah. Mm.
It also kind of feels like what it feels like to be rushed, like you're trying to like get ready for something and you're almost like you're
Right.
just hitting that mark where you're late, and then like the song just like plays and you're like rushing. It sounds like that as well.
Mhm.
there's a
Right.
little bit of like playing it loud on the speakers to kind of communicate to the family the tone of the like, get this shit together.
Mm.
I'm very upset right now. Don't you hear the music?
Right. Having to shout above the noise that's already there.
Yeah, like definitely like drag sang with my family with some stuff just being like when their boys are arguing amongst each other, like what is going on?
So
Dumb reason to be fighting. Shut
Drag
up.
says the quality on mobile is not best, but the audio quality makes the headache comparison very clear. Yeah. Repetitive pounding noise. Yeah. That's what I picked up on. And Carl said he listened to it when he was upset with family. The line, what's going on, makes me think of Carl. Yeah.
Me too. I just want it to be quiet and not angry.
Very chaotic. And the family just wants to go back to status quo. Hmm. Yep. All right. Well, we've got about 10 minutes left. It might be a good time to kind of close out.
Did we get a song from you, Mary? I'm trying to remember.
No, we didn't. Let's see. Which of these am I gonna pick? This is a longer song, but why not? Oh, where's the copy link option? There. Oh, okay. Without copy.
Okay.
Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn! Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn! Can't you see it? Can't you feel it? It's all in the air. I can't stand the pressure much longer. Somebody say a prayer. Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn! Hound dogs on my trail. School children sitting in jail. Black cat cross my path. Think every day's gonna be my last. Lord have mercy on this land of mine. We all gonna get it in due time. I don't belong here, I don't belong there. I've even stopped believing in prayer. Don't tell me, I'll tell you. Me and my people just about do. I've been there, so I know. They keep on saying, go slow. Well, that's just the trouble. Washing the windows, picking the cotton. You're just plain rotten. But do things gradually, bring more tragedy. Why don't you see it? Why don't you feel it? I don't know. I don't know. Just try to do my very best. Stand up, be counted with all the rest. 'Cause everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn! Picket lines, school boycotts. They try to say it's a communist plot, but all I want is equality for my sisters, my brothers, my people, and me. You lied to me all these years. You told me to wash and clean my ears and talk real fine, just like a lady. And you'd stop calling me Sister Sadie. But my country is full of lies. We all gonna die and die like flies. 'Cause I don't trust you anymore. They keep on saying go slow. Well, that's just the trouble. Desegregation, mass participation, unification. Do things gradually, will bring more tragedy. Why don't you see it? Why don't you feel it? I don't know. I don't know. You don't have to live next to me. Just give me my equality. 'Cause everybody knows about Mississippi. Everybody knows about Michael Jackson. Everybody knows about Margaret Thatcher. Everybody knows about Ronald Reagan. Everybody knows about Martin Luther King. Everybody knows about Jesse Jackson. Everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn, goddamn.
Hell yeah. Like
Oh,
how, and at the beginning, I was like, I think she's talking about, and then it was like, oh yeah, she definitely talking about
now I
the
know.
explicit.
Now I know why the the instruction up there kept flickering.
Yeah, I saw somebody was hammering it.
Someone made a rage worm in the timeline.
I've never
Nice.
heard that version of the song. That's an awesome version.
Hmm.
The one that she sings at the Madison Square Garden is a little bit different.
Mm.
I also loved the slam on the piano keys at the end.
Mm.
Yeah, honestly, I like it. Gave me just a little bit of the like that piano kind of ragtime vibe. Like it gave me that little bit of like a carnival feel, and I was like, oh yeah, da, 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 da. And then I was like, oh no, we're going here. Like,
You know,
bop.
it's interesting. A lot of songs are about like a personal anger, and this is a song about like a collective anger.
Mm. Yeah, like civic unrest.
It was there was a lot of like layered criticism of the kind of society generally says like oh if you act a certain way then you'll be able to separate yourself and and be one of the good ones quote unquote and like keep your
Mm.
ears clean, that kind of language she was using. um, it's a very layered critique of the not just the time it was written but issues that have continued into the present for sure.
Mm.
I'm curious about how Michael Jackson got thrown in because it wasn't this before like um he got arrested.
Yeah, I heard that, and I did kind of with the time of the song. I think it was more kind of like you can be one of the most famous people in the world, and you're still like a black boy kind of thing. Because
Mm.
Mm.
he was very famous still when he was very young.
Drag says the world is not nice, unfair. Do my point of view. I don't know. Giving up can't solve it. Turns it around sometimes. Try your best. Keep trying. Why don't you know? Just give me my equality. Very tired of society not changing for the better fast enough when there's seemingly obviously reasons to change. Very relatable to modern times still, and probably a classic complaint throughout all of human history. The struggle against conflicting groups in society.
It's an uphill battle. The mechanics of oppression are like as old as society itself. And I don't know how we
Yeah,
overcome it, but I guess not giving up is the only thing we got.
as much as that song's about African Americans, civil rights in America and such, it does make me drags kind of pointing to a trend in humans, like makes me think of the just Israel and Palestine right now, and
Mm.
hell, even Ukraine, Russia, even though they're giving them what for. It's just this kind of guy step on the little guy mentality that seems to be a little more widely accepted than I'd like, for sure.
Sim, how did the how did you feel about the song?
I think this one was definitely a lot more different than all the other songs. It felt more like a song that would maybe play at like a political rally
Mm,
or something like that. That those were the vibes that it gave me, like anger, but anger that's directed towards change or
mm,
activism.
yeah.
I'm not posting this song for airplay, but just I feel like this is kind of like that song brought forward like 20, 25 years.
Hmm, I see, yeah. So, technically time, but let's finish off with um, let's name something that we appreciated. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just name something that we appreciate right now. Something we learn from or feel like uh, was.
I think that's pretty easy for me. I appreciate that you kept your scheduling error, which allowed me to even be able to attend, and that I got to see how the emotion board thing worked.
Mm,
Hadn't to go to any of these prior.
yeah. Did any of these songs stick out as um, a form of anger that we hadn't considered before?
For me, I definitely appreciated the kind of protest song angle.
Mm,
I could have probably come with a few examples there. Some more hip hop songs from I'm so sleepy that I'm
mm,
hard to recall things, but more modern guy. He ended up doing like some actual political action stuff. He's got a few songs. There's one I really like that's the music video's like uh not it's like what's the word, like legally distinct, just
mm.
different enough to not get sued, but it's like Obama and Putin and they're like fist fighting in like a UN kind of
I see.
setting thing, and it's really cool music video.
Hmm. Okay. Any other appreciations, Scott?
Um, you know, there's a couple of nuggets in here that I always hold on to, which are um, understanding and the validation that like we experience a lot of these emotions in similar ways that overlap like feel important to me.
Mhm,
I came from a home that we didn't discuss emotion or just the human experience in general. So like
mm,
there's very few times in my life that I can be like, oh my gosh, someone else like feels that too.
mm,
And as you know, as a community that is built of a lot of community leaders, I think understanding and that like what we keep bringing that word back, the fluency, like emotional.
mhm.
Um, I think we landed on another word for it other than fluency, but that's what's coming to me. Like I just think
Yeah,
that's important.
fluency and resilient. see.
Yeah, these really challenging and powerful emotions come up in communities, and I think as community leaders, like, make the commitment and the investment to explore what these emotions like mean and how to navigate them. It's like it does so much for the community when these things come up, to have somebody that's like got some intention around what comes up with that emotion.
Love that. It's really well said.
Thank you. Well, thanks for hosting the event that brought it all together.
I'd like to appreciate kind of the opposite of that. When we share emotions in a similar way, it's like very connective. Feels like becoming one with humanity, but at the same time, when we experience things differently, that also feels to me almost like I'm adding to I'm adding another tool to a toolkit of being able to empathize with someone who might be feeling something different to how I normally would, if that makes sense. It's like insightful. And really interesting for me. When we do feel these differently. Sim. Do you have anything that you appreciate? And it doesn't have to be about this event.
I want to say that I appreciated the reactions that everyone had to the song that I shared.
The off Glenn's jail cell Handmaid's Tale soundtrack. Yeah, it was really interesting to feel how that song just left it it didn't feel unfinished. It just felt like because it felt too intentional for it to be unfinished. Incomplete. Yep. Drag. If you're still here, I'd like to invite you to share how you felt about this event and if there's anything you appreciate about what you did see. I don't know when exactly you joined, but yeah.
I forget exactly which song it was on. I mean, I can't think of the word we landed on that Scott was talking about because I do remember kind of saying, like, kind of expecting emotional fluency of anybody is kind of a high bar. At least that's what that word kind of makes me think. And there was, I think it was another like linguistic word of like, what do you say when you're slightly proficient or just learning something? I can't remember. Too sleepy. Brain no work good.
Was it resiliency or?
And I think it was more like it had that like idea of like learning to it.
We definitely appreciate your input, Drag.
I can say for certain that I definitely don't know what the heck Drag is talking about. I'm really glad that Drag popped in though, because I did, like I said, mentioned a couple days ago that since it was on, Saturday, I would be excited to be going myself. So be a possibility he could come since normally Saturday's a day we're kind of sitting around doing nothing. Turns out we were both busy today. But I hadn't actually mentioned to Drag that I had my kid's birthday party right up till the end of this, or end of that to the beginning of this. Appreciate my family for getting out of here promptly.
Well, thanks everyone for coming.